Hi, my name is Dave Moss of Catalyst Reaction Suspension Tuning. In a lot of the videos we've done with On the Throttle in Performance Upgrades and the Showroom Suspension Series for SAG, you've seen me push on a bike, push it up and down, push the front, push the back, and we've been getting a lot of questions on how the hell do you do that? It actually took almost 3 days to learn how to do it properly, so don't think you can do this right out of the gate. What are the important steps? Well, if you have a bike, you need to make sure that the bike is perfectly upright and just feel the bike and get the bike balanced. Your body needs to be between the handlebar and the seat. Now, in a case of a sport bike, you want to push really where the bulk of your weight is, which is in the groin area of the seat, and obviously you've got a hold of the bar. What's important is that you are leaned over the bike and that you let your body weight push into the bike evenly. The hard part is that you let it return naturally. So if you gently try this at home initially, just lean over the tank and just push gently on the bike and make sure that the energy you're putting into the bike is even on both hands. Now, as they're offset at different heights and in different places, it's going to take you a while to figure that out. So just practice that gently until you get the feeling that the bike can depress evenly. Now, if you're trying to do rebound or compression, compression should be gently done at the top of the stroke, just so you can feel how the bike sits down when you push on it. Rebound requires a ton more effort into the bike to see how it returns. Therefore, when you reach the bottom of the stroke that you're putting into, you've got to let it go. And you can see physically that's a lot more demanding. But there's even pressure on both sides. So that's how to push on a bike using both hands. When you go to the front brake, again, the bike should be secure in your hip area and perfectly balanced so that you can just relax with the bike on you. Grab both bars, hold the front brake on, and then you want to lift the bike up first before you push down, and you want to push down in the plane of the forks. And what you want to do is various amounts of energy with that. If you're simulating a high-speed impact of hitting bumps, then you put a lot of energy into it. If you're considering rolling down the road, that's a fairly even, steady motion. So you can gently rock on it, which shows the forks top out, or you can do an impact of high velocity, where you almost bottom the forks by hand, in this case with the Honda. And that shows you a high-speed impact, which is really sudden. That also can tell you what the valving characteristics of the bike are. In this case, there are none because it's a damping rod fork, and we only have preload. So that's the front of the bike. Again, take your time, just as we did with two hands here. Just feel the bike first until you get that rhythm of the bike coming back, because you have to let it return. Onto the back of the bike. This is the trickier one because you've got to be able to balance the bike, and it takes a while. And this took me quite a bit. What you have to do is be opposite the seat area itself. The hand goes in the groin area, your other hand goes towards the back of the bike, and then as you've got the bike secure, you need to be balanced as well. And then you start the same way. You just gently push the back of the bike down, letting it return. You can do, just as we did with the forks, simulated low speed suspension, just absorbing general bumps on the road, or high speed, where the shock hits a bump and responds to the bump. And that will give you two completely separate responses, just as the fork does. So, hope that helps you. Be patient, make sure the bike is secure with you at all times, and use your hip. Thanks for your questions. Actually, really good questions. So I hope that was pretty thorough and straightforward for you to do. Don't forget, we have tons of suspension information with On the Throttle, Catalyst Reaction, and Sport Bike Wrench with the how-to videos. So if you see something there and you have questions, email us. If you see something that you'd like to see, email us as well. So we'll see you next time. Thanks a lot.